Alright, I'm getting it in today. Honestly, I truly am getting it in today. I just talked about a video about people trying to force me into dating black chicks. Alright? As I mentioned, my sister's friend that came by Friday. Well, I also had an uncle who has the nerve to tell me to date. He's now dating a black chick. He's been dating her for like almost 20 years now. But before that, he dated other chicks as well. And I hate when people try to dictate to you who, how, where, when, and why you can date. Okay, let me put it to you this way: procreation and dating are privileges, not rights, and no one has the right to tell you who you can and can't fall in love with, because that's something that on Earth and in this reality and every reality, probably in every alternate timeline and future and whatever the hell have you, it's probably something that you just can't help. But here's the thing: if a person that you are dating or in love with is of a different ethnicity and they make you happy, give the world a finger. Yeah, it has a blue tip, So give them that. And if they don't like it, give them the other one. You know, I got on this because I left so much off of the other video. And I didn't want to be a dick and go back to that. So I just kind of just started a new video. You know, the long and short is that, we all fall in love with people. Sometimes it's not always the best decision. Sometimes procreating with them is not always the best decision. But we make these decisions out of the hope that things will go right. So I gotta get up for this one because my leg is falling asleep. And I told you guys about my sitting and standing issue. That I have like at least a 2 hour limit on both. Plus it's almost time for ladies golf. Going for Lydia Ko, providing that she's playing today. Anyway, so as I'm getting up, I will say that, you know, nothing pisses me off more when someone tries to tell me what or who to date. It's bad enough that it's hard to find a good woman when you're a man. Because a good woman that's not bisexual, that you don't have to worry about leaving you for a woman, which is another fear I have, because I've messed with bisexual women. And that's not too bad. And it kind of is a kick stomp in the face if a chick leaves you for another chick. However, the advantage is at least she didn't leave you for another dick. Alright? And then the disadvantages is when you tell everybody that she left you, you're pretty much going to get the shit laughed at you. But anyway, the whole thing is, shit does happen. I touch on this episode because I am a product of multiculturalness. I also touch on this episode because no one has the right to tell you how to live your life. No one. No one has that right to tell you what to do with your life. And how you live your life and what you do with your life is your choice. Because your life is yours after all. And again, like I said, dating and loving someone is a privilege. It's not necessarily a right. And being that, for the most part, most of my life, I've always been alone. I've always been the guy that's been rejected. I've been the guy in the corner of the class that no one even gives a second look. And to put it promptly, the Doors have a song called "When You're Strange, No One Remembers Your Name." Yeah, that's me. Now, come to find out though, as a strange person, actually, I think if you're strange, more people remember you than you expect. And that's cool and everything. But in the long run, you know, we have the right to live. It's about the only right you have. But you also have to follow the rules with your right to live. And you have to be respectful of everyone else. And just like you, they also have to follow the rules. I'm sorry, my back is itching. Yeah. Well, you have to go through life with enough problems. You don't need other people giving you more problems because you're not satisfying them with the choices of people that you decided out of the thick of it or out of the blue that, hey, I'm gonna date me an Asian woman, or I'm gonna date me a black chick and I'm a white guy, or I'm gonna date me a black chick and I'm a Chinese guy. You go with whatever you want. If anybody doesn't like it, like I said, you give them the finger. If they can't hear the music, you turn it up for them. And if they need the bass, you kick them in the face. I can't lift my leg up, so that demonstration is not going to happen. But you get where I'm going. Human nature is to fall in love and to procreate, so the next generation will get the knowledge that we give them. And nobody gives a person more knowledge than a parent gives to a child. Whether the child wants to listen to or not is where the clusterfuck of problems fall in. Because some children are just born hard-headed. Some children are born slow. Some children are born retarded. Some children are just born with a silver spoon in their mouth. And some people are born with a horseshoe so far up their ass that nothing bad ever happens to them in life. I wish I was one of them. But it kind of be a painful thing to get that horseshoe removed out of your ass. But, you know, hey, it is what it is. And the thing is, you know, I've mentioned on here how I love to have had a baby with Margaret Cho. And that was before I started talking to Nicole. So once I started talking to Nicole, every other woman's out. The options are done. She's the one I want. Hopefully I'm the one she wants, and we will live happily ever after. But I wanted to touch on this because I'm sure that I'm not the only person in the family who's dated outside of their race or ethnicity and got flack from other members of the family. Okay, well, hold on. Let's pump the brakes a bit. How can I date out of my ethnicity if I am 3 different ethnicities all rolled into one? I am Native American, Cherokee. I am also black, and I'm also white. And the news flash that I learned a few years back when I was in college that Native Americans are Asian. So now let me give you an update on that. If you are of the Native Americans from South America, which means if you're Spanish by blood, not by land location, then you would probably be a white person. If you're Spanish and you come from the ethnicity of Mayans, Incans, and Aztecs, then your ass is Asian. Whether you want to admit it or not is a whole nother ballgame. So get used to it. And statistically speaking, Asians outnumber everyone on the planet. So, you know, you gotta accept fact and you gotta accept truth. Or you at least gotta deal with it. So, you know, I keep telling people all the time, you know, you love who you love. You fall in love with who you love and you deal. And if people in your family doesn't like it or accept it, there you go. You give them the finger. This thing's becoming universal on my thing now. I'm not going to be like Stone Cold and just keep throwing them up the one finger salute, but I'm making a point, disturbingly so, that, you know, you can't let other people dictate how you live your life. Now, I'm not saying break the law, you know, because there was a time where interracial relationships were illegal, especially in the state of Virginia, and damn near everywhere else. It was okay for people to rape women of other ethnicities and have secret babies with them, but not marry them or fall in love with them was a crime. And you can research all that crap, because I'm not going to dig into that, because I don't really care. Because nowadays, no one can tell you who you can and can't love, who you can and can't marry. They don't have the right to do that. And, you know, being that I put these dog tags on and attempt to serve my country, I got the right to marry anybody I want, and to copy Damon Wayans and In Living Color was be all you can be, get a messed up life and an ugly wife in the army. Hey, I was more than willing to go through that if necessary. But it also depends on where I was going to be stationed. And I used to have a saying about getting a mail order bride from Korea. Well, hey, as long as I got a mail order bride, I really didn't give a damn where the hell she came from. But now that I'm working on this relationship with this girl from the Philippines, I'm doing everything I can to make sure that this doesn't fuck up. So for all of you guys who think that I should date black girls, get bent. Alright? Not trying to be a dick. You date who you want, I'm gonna date who I want. If you cross over my line, I'll cut your throat with my knife. Or I'll rip it out with my bare hands, since I can no longer use my feet. Alright, my name is James Williams Jr. This is the last video for the night. I will probably vlog again tomorrow. If I've offended anybody, you know what? Fuck you. I'm sorry. My name is James Williams Jr. and I'm out. Especially since everyone can hear everyone else on this camera.